Hello. Just I'm Molly from Create, Make and Play. Here just to show a few crafts with you. Hello everybody. If you just pop a little message just to say that you're here and you're watching, so that I can see, and then we can get started. Oh, hello. Hi. Just pop a little message just so that I know you're here, and then we can get going. Can't see any messages. Hello. Hi, hi Laura. Hello. Right, so I'm going to do three different crafts with you today. Um, just three quite simple crafts that you can do. You just need paper really, scissors and some glue. Hi Lydia. And the first one I'm going to start with is the tree. Now, can you all hear me okay? Just so I know. I don't want to carry on if you can't hear me. So just let me know. Right, with the tree, we need four pieces of card now, or paper. If you don't have card or if you don't have coloured card, it doesn't matter. You just need paper and you can colour it in as you go. But I have a light green, a dark green, an orange, and a blue um, for the four different seasons. Now, what you do first is you just take one piece of card at a time and fold it in half, and then down the folded edge, you need to draw an outline of a tree, but half a tree, so that you can cut around it. So I just start by drawing the stem of the tree. This is really easy. If you don't want to do it like that, or you have a younger child, you can just get them to fold it in half and then use that to draw around if it's easier that way. Once you've got one, you can use this as your template for the other ones. So you need to cut out your first tree, keep the card folded. Now you can use and make these in two different ways. You can use it as a book, um, so you have like a season book. And I mean, if you've got younger children that you want to practice writing, they can draw some lines in and yeah, have it as a season book to write a sentence about each season and what they know. Or you can do it as a 3D model. So I thought I'd show you as the 3D model. Um, Creative activities like this are brilliant for children, especially in early years, practicing cutting, for instance, and their fine motor skills, as well as um, being able to explore and use different media. So we have one tree cut out. Then what you can do is carry on and use that as your stencil neck. So if I cut down, then you're going to use this to draw around your first tree, like so, and then you can cut it out because eventually what we want to do is stick all of the trees together so that yeah, you can make your 3D model. Now I'm going to use darker green. This is for summer, uh, and then what if you're joining in now, you can use anything, felted pens, paints if you want to. If you've got anything from Baker Ross, so for instance, they sell lovely little sticker leaves and flowers, little flowers and gems that are perfect for this to be able to decorate. I know Baker Ross, they do some of the ones that I will be using today are ones that have self-adhesive backs, so they are perfect. Now you're just going to start placing them on top of one another. But once done all four, um, I know that seasons is a brilliant topic to cover, especially with children in early years. I used to teach this in when I was a reception teacher. just so that they can explore and look at the similarities, differences, patterns, and change within the seasons. On YouTube, they have a brilliant seasons of the year song. I think you just have to type in seasons of the year. I remember my last year of teaching, it was their favourite story. So the children was able to describe seasons like the back of their hand from memorising the song and having to sing it every day. So this will be your autumn. The reason I chose to do coloured use coloured cards is just to save time really. If you've got a child with a lower attention span or you have an elder child, you can use it in different ways. So, if you've got an elder child doing this, obviously you'd want them to be able to colour everything in. So using just plain white card or paper would mean that they would really need to decorate it all. If you've got a younger child, having coloured card means they haven't got to colour the main part of the tree and they've just got to colour in the trunk of the tree. Now, once you have all four cut out, you just need a glue stick. Um, that's probably best. If you haven't got a glue stick and you have sellotape or anything like that, anything that will be able to hold the pieces together, PVA glue, PVA glue will take longer to dry. So maybe do decorate each tree and then stick them together at the end. But what I'm going to do is stick them all together now and then show you, and then decorate them. Sorry. So I have winter, autumn, summer, and spring. My glue stick, just glue down the back all the way around, and then place it onto the next tree, making sure they marry up. So if you hold it together, you can just make sure it's nice and sealed, and then glue on the back of the next tree. If you do have a younger child that you want them to explore this, so someone in reception that hasn't quite got those fine motor skills yet, you can make the tree for them and then they can just decorate it. Or you can spread out the activity over a few days so they don't have to do it all at once because sometimes that can be quite overwhelming, especially for a younger child, age 4 to 5. This is probably something that I would do over a couple of days. And then just make sure the last two are stuck together. Now, Baker, you can get the child to write the season on, just so they know the order of the season and when describing it to their friend. So what you've got there are all 4 seasons. Now, at the end, I will stick the back two together so that if you look at it this way, it's a 3D model that can stand up. But I will decorate it first and show you. Now, one I made earlier, I know that the words will be back to front to you, but I just used the foam letters, lowercase letters you can get from Baker Ross just to stick at the bottom the names of the seasons. Then using just a paint stick from Baker Ross, but if you don't have their paint sticks, you can just use felt tip pens, crayons, anything just to give a bit of colour to your trunk. Now, I like paint sticks in general, especially with younger children, my children, just because they are not as messy as paint, and the children can be, especially my two that are really young, can be more independent. So, giving a bit of colour to your trunk, and then you can draw some branches through. I'll do one season at a time, just so that I don't keep going back and forth. Once you've got your trunk drawn on, you can decorate with whatever embellishments you have. So I have got some lovely little flowers here. Some are sticky back, some are not. So just placing the flowers around, you can talk to the child about how they bloom. Yeah, these are perfect from Baker Ross. These are little like glue spots. these, if you don't want to get really messy or you just want something quick and easy, they are perfect just for decorating and bits like this. Then I've got some little pom-poms. Again, these kind of self-adhesive from Baker Ross. But again, you can get, your child to draw the flowers on. Um, they don't have to use embellishments. Drawing them, colouring it in as they wish is absolutely fine. Now, once your child is happy with the season, they can move on and decorate the next one. They can also sell these really lovely felt flowers as well. We'll add some of those on. And there we have it. That's our spring. And then we can move on. The summer, just wanted to change the colours slightly and use some greens and some yellows. Obviously, this is perfect for language development with young children, being able to describe what's happening to the trees, using real life photos as well, so they can physically see the changes, because obviously that doesn't happen overnight. So it's not something that you can go and explore outside and discuss all the time. So yeah, they're YouTube and CBBS Bites and do fab clips where they discuss these. And so yeah, again, I've got some of the flower gems also in green. But because these are sticky back, you can see how easy and quick it is to decorate. So even though it's 4 seasons and it might seem like quite a challenge, actually it's a task that I would say would take about 45 minutes for a younger child, um, letting them go at their own pace. And then colouring in the trunk, just drawing. We're going to go round my stickers now, so I've got to do this at the beginning. Paint sticks are really easy to come off as well, so like I quite often let the boys use these to paint decorate and the windows. They're so easy. It is so easy to rub off. There we go. That's summer. Move on. Oh, where's that gone? No, sorry. I think it's gone. Don't know where it's gone or what's happened. Can you see me? Hello. Just making sure you're still there. Let me know that you're still there. Can you all see me? Sorry about that. I'm not quite sure what happened. Is everybody there? Someone just writes a little comment just to say, so I don't have to carry on. Sorry. Don't know what happened. I think I ran out of signal. Can everybody see me? Hello. Right, I'll move on. I'm hoping that you're still there and you can still see me and still hear me. So yeah, decorating the final one, the autumn one. And again, sticking them on and so forth. So sticking some red and orange ones in now. And yeah, orange and brown so that you can talk about how the leaves change on the tree, um, and yeah, how they change from green to red and to brown, um, and then how the leaves are starting to fall off and prepare for our cold winter. Go there, and then our final one, winter. But you can see here, like I think this is a lovely little activity. I haven't tried it with mine. I think they're still a little young. They'd love to use the stickers and to stick on, but I don't know if they would like to do anything else. So yeah, both of us also have these um, lovely little snowflakes. Um, some of ours are kept over that we've kept from Christmas. Um, you can pop out the middle, you can see. And then stick those on also. And then we also have like little ones, and then just so you can do the little snowflakes, how the trees have got no leaves anymore, and how, especially now at the moment, it's probably the perfect time to explore winter and to have a look at um, this season. Um, and then I also have some of the little pom-poms that we used earlier. I have the sticky back. These can also be added on too. And if you wanted, you could add a little bit of snow along the bottom. You don't have to have the words along the bottom. You can add the snow. So there is your winter. Now, once you've finished all of them, check it off, and then just place some glue along the back of either your spring or winter, all the way along, and then pull it out. Make sure that's stuck down, and there you have your 3D seasons tree that can be stood up and placed for decoration in the classroom or at home. But the next craft is really simple. This is your paper plate dinosaur. You only need one paper plate. What you do first is fold it in half um, and then cut down the middle. So you've got one half of the paper plate that's for the main body of the dinosaur, placing that down. Then with the second piece, you need to cut off enough to create your neck and the head. So you probably need about 2/3. So I'll just cut along the groovy part of the plate, go along. Now, for a younger child, you would just get them to draw on the back so that they can see where they're cutting, and then go round to create the head of your dinosaur. Then to stick this down, I'm going to use the little sticker spots that I showed you earlier. Um, now, if you've just got a normal glue stick or um, PVA glue, that's fine, and then stick it sort of about a third of the way up, and then you want to add a little googly eye. You can do this at the end just in case it falls off. The googly eyes that both of Stale have piggyback, so they're really easy to use. And then you might want to add a mouth on if you want to. And then for the legs, use the other half of the plate that's left over. Now again, if it was a younger child, you can just get them to draw these on the back, making sure they're quite stubby, um, and then cut around like so. And again, using a sticker blob to stick these down. Now you can place these how you like. I was trying to make mine stick out slightly, go slightly to the side so they're not so straight. And this is definitely one that younger ones can get on because it's so easy. If you don't have, just if you stick them at the bottom with your glue spot or glue at the top, like so. If you don't have a green paper plate, that's fine. You can paint one day, and then the next day you can you then the next day you can make it. Sorry. So then with your leftover paper plate, you want to cut a tail. So I'm just going to slightly curve mine. I'm actually going to use the groove bit so that I've got a place here to stick the glue spot onto, and then you're going to stick that near the bottom of the back of the dinosaur at the back so the tail sticks out. So there we go, there's your paper plate dinosaur, we have the mummy, and you can have a little baby plate for the baby, and you can do different colours, and create a nice little collection. Now, the final one we have is our snail. This is our button snail. This is something that definitely younger children can get on and try. Now, you can decorate this in so many different ways. That what I want to show you first is I want to show you how to do it with finger paints, and also I'm going to use a paint, sorry about that, a paint stick to draw the snail and then buttons. So I'm going to decorate with my fingerprint. I think that's something that definitely young children can do, and it's easy. You can extend by using repeating patterns, by getting them to count the spots. Draw the main part of the snail. You've got the body of the snail drawn on, and then what you're going to do is I'm going to use sticker spots. Now you can use just PVA glue to stick the buttons on, and you stick it on the back of the button, and stick it on like so. Yeah, PVA glue is absolutely fine, but you just got to be mindful. I would do that last because you want it to dry. And you're going to stick buttons all the way around. Perfectly to activity now. We're coming into spring, and all of the bugs will be coming out. Yeah, again, another you can be using and looking at repeating patterns here as well, getting the children to follow a pattern. Now, once you have stuck your buttons on, what you want to do is, if you have a pipe cleaner at hand, you don't have to, again, the antenna has to be drawn on, but you could add, use a brown pipe cleaner or any colour pipe cleaner, be as colourful as you like, to stick at the top. So I do have a brown pipe cleaner at hand. You just want to cut a bit enough so that you can fold it in half, so it'll probably be easier, just to stick. Now you can slot it underneath. What I would do is pop a little bit of glue or a glue spot if you have one, stick it on to the middle of the pipe cleaner, and just try and slot it slightly underneath the top button, and then you can bend them out so it's more 3D, like so. Now you've got the body of the snail to do, and this can be any colours, but I've just chosen to use pink and white. No, not pink and white, pink and blue, sorry. So yeah, you can just start in the middle and go around like so. And I know that my two love finger painting, so this is definitely something you could do. If you do have smaller children, you can just make this on a larger scale. So use a roll of paper. You can get rolls of white canvas paper from Baker Ross, which is something we use quite often. And just roll it out and draw. You can have a snail, or you can just do finger painting in general. If you haven't got buttons, you could use anything. You could go in the garden and get some sticks and stones. Just a nice little activity for children to explore using different media and materials. So there we have it. If you've got a child that's able to write the words, you could write this is my button snail along the top. But yeah, there's our little button snail. So there's a free activities. If there's any questions you do want to ask about any of them that I've done so far, just pop a little comment and let me know. But yeah, it is. They all are quite simple. I would say that the button is definitely suitable for children 3 and above. For this with Luca, I would differentiate it by drawing the snail body for him, and then giving him some PVA glue so that he can stick the buttons on himself, and then let him just go with it and let him be free to do the finger painting. If you haven't got paints or don't want to use finger painting, you can use the paint sticks that I talked about earlier. So in this set you get quite a variation of colours, or you can use like spotters or dabbers, I think they're called, which are like when you go to bingo and you get those the dabbers at bingo, they're basically like that, which are absolutely fab for young children. Mine absolutely love them. Again, with the seasons, like I said before, you don't have to. You can just colour it in with just plain paper, as long as you've got some glue to stick the trees together. It's a fab little activity. Um, and then the paper plate dinosaur. If you don't have a paper plate, there's nothing to say you can't create a dinosaur just with a piece of paper. You can use where my dinosaur's gone now. You can use plain paper, get a plate from the kitchen cupboard, and draw around that and use that as your main template to begin with. But yeah, there's our little dinosaur. Um, oh, sorry, someone's just going again. Someone explained to me why we get all four seasons in one day, sometimes in the UK. Laura, I do not know. It's like one of those days today, isn't it? Snowing in the back garden and the sun shining. My son did say earlier to me, he was like, "Why is the sun out?" I was like, "It is." But yeah, unfortunately for us, we get to experience it all in a shorter space of time. But yeah, if any questions you do want to know, I'm always available on my. I'll show you my face so that we can see, so you're not talking to my hands. Hello. Um, any questions that you do want to ask, I'm always available either on Facebook, but not so much, but mainly my Instagram page, Create, Make and Play. Just pop me a DM and then I can answer any questions. What I will do is I will post some of these onto my Instagram page with a little video so that you can see as well. But yeah, I really appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. And I hope to see you all again soon. Have a lovely weekend. And anyone celebrating Valentine's, I hope you have a lovely weekend.